everybody, and welcome back to the backyard. So it is Saturday morning. It's about 8:30. Oh, that sun feels good. I've got some stuff to do in the backyard because it's going to be raining from tomorrow for a full week. So as you saw, I put all my plants out in the sun to give them morning sun, and I need to feed all my plants. So I wanted to show you what I feed my plants, because I feed them, depending on the plant, it depends on what it gets fed. So I'm also going to be moving these today. So I feed my roses Miracle-Gro rose food. And then all my flowers and bushes and hostas and everything, I go ahead and feed them just the all-purpose plant food. And then this is for the cactus and the aloe vera. And then for all the vegetables and my garlic and my raspberry and blackberry bush, I give them liquid fish. So I have to feed both the backyard and the front yard a bunch of food. So I'm going to start with my liquid fish because that takes the longest time. It takes about 45 minutes for me to feed all of my plants whenever it comes to, you know, doing this. I've been doing it every other weekend. I need to start doing it every week. Last week, you know, I did a little bit but not much. So I'm going to try to start doing it every week to help out my plants. But as I said, it starts raining tomorrow, supposedly, according to weather.com. So I wanted to work on that side yard, finish up that side that I was working on the other day, and then this side I need to kind of clean up a bed and everything. And there's some other things I'm trying. James is asleep right now, but when he wakes up and drinks a cup of coffee, I'm gonna ask him if we can go get mulch, because I would like to have the mulch laid today. So I'm gonna get busy feeding these plants, and then I'll be right back. Actually, before I start feeding, I want to get these plants over here. I want to get them moved. So I want to move this bench over. Eventually what's going to happen is we're going to load up this in the back of the van, take it to the dump, and this bench is going to go along that wall. But right now I want to get this bench away from that so I can walk around it. So I'm going to do that really, really quick. Alright, that's done. I just placed that on there. I'm going to move this back over here. And the other things are just going to stay over there. Alright, need to feed everything. Okay, so all of the plants have been watered and fed except for the plants indoors, and I'll do that probably tomorrow when it's raining. I fed the birds. I've been filling up their feed only once a week, because if I fill it up continuously through the week, they will eat through an entire bag in 1 week, and it's just crazy. So I filled up their bird feed. Still have quite, I mean, you can hear, we have a lot of birds. And now I have to do something that I'm not going to film it. It's not exactly my favorite chore to do, but we are going to have to mow the yard today. I want to kind of mow the backyard. The front yard doesn't need it as much as the backyard. We mowed it last week, and it rained during the week, and the grass is starting to, I mean, it's high. It's not high like it was last weekend, but I don't want it to get that high. So before I mow the yard, I have to do something called poop patrol. Hate this thing. That's where you go around, you pick up all the dog poop in the yard. It's just, and the reason why I hate it is because you're bending over and your back starts hurting. But it needs to get done. So I want to do it before it gets too hot today, and I'll probably mow the yard in the evening. Hopefully. But I do also have to go to the farmer's market that's going on, and So I'm gonna do a little bit of poop patrol. I'll probably do one half of the yard, go to the farmer's market, and then do the other half. Okay, so poop patrol's done, and I went to the farmer's market, and I'm really impressed. It's a small farmer's market that's around our courthouse every Saturday. The grand opening was last weekend, so they just put up tables on the street and you walk around. And there's a lot of jams, a lot of homemade breads right now, and I was like, please say there's some vegetables. So I took a $20 bill, and that's all I was gonna spend. It ended up being for $18, several different booths. I got a dozen eggs, which were $4.99. In Dallas, they go for, like, farm fresh eggs go for $8.99. I was like, yes, please, 1 dozen. I got a big bag of spinach. I got 2 squash, 2 zucchini, and then I got about 5 really beautiful ripe tomatoes. So I will be back because there's one booth that has like pickled beets, and I really want some pickled beets, and I want to try some of the jellies out there. So but I was very impressed. For less than $20 I got quite a bit of vegetables, whereas whenever I go to the supermarket, I don't get that much for $20 of organic homegrown vegetables, not like, you know, mass produced vegetables. These are awesome. They also had a lot of tomato plants for sale, and I stopped myself. Alright, so I worked on this earlier this week, and I need to get the rake too, but I'm going to go ahead and clean up this bed. I am going to get rid of this area here. I do have a plan for this area in the coming months. It's just, it needs to be cleaned up, raked out, looking better with less weeds. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Looks 100 times better. Now, I didn't pull the bulbs up for those things there that were growing in that corner. I'm gonna let them regrow. It's just they were probably at the end of their life cycle, and let them redo. These bushes here, one of them was completely dead, and the other one was like, it gets in the way of where our sprinkler system is, and I'm trying to keep this area clean for the AC unit. I didn't cut that little guy down. I'm about to do that. The cat's really happy now. Yeah, that's the important thing, is the cat is happy. Alright, we're going to move to the other side. When James wakes up, I'm going to have him open a bag so I can put all this in a bag. Alright, so I'm going to be trimming this bush up a little bit. This is the other side of the house. And just weeding, I've got to take both of those to the backyard. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to weed a little bit. This is before. I'm not going to film the whole time. I'll show you the after. Okay, so the weeds are pulled. I'm going to have James trim up the bottom of that and the top, but I got a lot of this trimmed up. He's got an electric saw that he can just do it evenly. The main reason why I wanted to trim this is it's up against the dining room window and it scrapes the window, and it's in the middle of the night. It's like, what? Then I went ahead and raked this out as best I could and then pulled weeds. There was a really dead plant right there that I went ahead and pulled up. I'm going to have James, he has a leaf vacuum, so I'm gonna have him come in and vacuum all this up. But that is my chores for today. All I have to do is pick up the leaves on the other side of the house and then mow. I'm done for the day. I wonder if James is even awake. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so he usually wakes up about this time. James is using the weed eater to trim, but I did the whole backyard. He's gonna mow the front, and then I took our blower and blew off the sidewalk from all of, look at this, that's con stuff. I'm going to be putting that in the trash in a few moments. I'll put it in a pile. But the yard looks so much better mowed. Love it. And with that, I'm not going to be doing any more yard work for the day. I'm done, and it's like 12:30. I know I should be pulling some weeds, but I'm look at me, I'm red-faced. I'm just done. So I do hope you enjoyed this workout, as I like to put it. And I told James I did a full body workout today. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon.